Welcome to this new video. This time we are gonna need a nice rug, very easy, especially for beginners. If you have some skin started of crystal yarn, you could use it. Here I have this one from the brand Omega Crease in pink. Now we will start with a slip knot. We take our thread and we are gonna cross it over our index finger. We put in our hook and we take out the thread from the top. We are gonna have this little ring on which we are gonna need 24 hike points. I go up with 3 chains, loop, and continue knitting. In total we make 24 hike points. These are of 2 stitches. When we have the 24 hike points, we close with a slip stitch. In the center part we will pull the thread that is between the fabric a little to close it. Again, we go up with 3 chains and 1 to separate. Lace it. And we are gonna need 1 hike point, 1 chain, and 1 hike point. There will be 24 hike points separated from a chain. The 24 hike points will remain, but now separated from a chain. I make a chain and close the lap. Here we are gonna go to this space with a slip stitch. We make 1, 2, and 3 chains. Again, you have to keep 24 hike points, but now separating by 2 chains. And the hike point, we are gonna do them in the separating chain. 1, 2, and 1 hike point. 1, 2, and 1 hike point. We are leaving the hike point. We are knitting in a space 1, 2, and 1 hike point. Here we close the round and I'm gonna do a color change. 2 chains and we close with a slip stitch. We are gonna cut our thread and leave a piece. Well, we already have the center part and now we are gonna make the color change. I'm gonna put the white color. I will use the same brand as the pink. Now we will start. We are gonna take this thread and we are gonna put it like this with our hook, and in this space we are gonna put our white thread. We start and we join with a half a stitch. We are gonna join with 3 chains, lace it. In this space I'm gonna need 2 hike points, 2 chains, 3 hike points, and we are gonna have this fan. We continue to make 2 chains, lace it, and we will leave 1 hike point. In the next, we need the fan again. 3 hike points, 2 chains, and 3 hike points, 2 chains, lace it. Again, we leave 1, 2 hike points, and in the third we make a fan. And so until we finish. 2 chains and close the first round with a slip stitch. We go to the center of the fan. We make 2 chains, lace it, and here in the center we are gonna make 1 hike point, 2 chains, lace it, and 1 fan, all the same round. We close the round with a slip stitch and go back to the center. We need the fan, 2 chains, lace it, and in this space in the first one we make 1 hike point, 2 chains, and in the next space 1 hike point, 2 chains, and we need a fan. This is gonna be repeated for several turns. Where there is a fan, we are gonna make a fan. And where we have the 1 space, we are gonna make 1 hike point plus 2 chains. And so until we have several turns. I will come back in a moment with you. You repeat the same thing like this. The rock is gonna be increased. And by the way, the hook that I am using is 2.10 millimeters. This is a hook with a thin point. You can use a thin thread like the crystal thread. In total I put 11 laps in white, and here I'm gonna join the pink color again. We make 3 chains, take the strand of our thread and make 4 hike points. In total there have to be 5 hike points, 2 chains, lace it, 1 hike point, and we are gonna do this throughout the round. We close a round with a slip stitch. Remember that there are 5 hike points. In the first point, we are gonna make 3 chains, laced, and in the same space another hike point. We need one more, 4, 5, and in the last two, in total we have 7 hike points. We will make 3 chains. We will leave this space and we need in the next hike point continue with 2 chains and 1 hike point. Okay, I was saying that I'm gonna make the 3 chains here laced. We are gonna leave this hike point and in the next hike point we need 2 hike points. They will only be in the first and last one. In the others it will be only 1 hike point. I close the round and knit again. As in the previous round, we will make hike points in the first and in the second. In this part, we will return to leave the first hike point and we will knit in the next one. We put 3 chains, but in the next one they will be 2 chains. I will start the last round and with that we finish our beautiful rug. Here I made 3 chains and close with a slip stitch. Now we make a loop, put the hook in the third hike point and there we will need 7 hike points. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Join with a half stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4. In the number 5, in the hike point number 5, lace it. We need 1 hike point and in the next we make 7 hike points. Half a point in the last hike point and these form our hearts. Now I'm gonna show you how to work here until we get to the next heart. We make 1, 2, and 3 half stitches. On the high point with a slip stitch we close and we make 3 chains. Return to the stitch and make a half stitch. Here again we will make 2 chains. We make 2 half stitches. With a slip stitch we close at the high point. 3 chains and a half stitch. Again 2 half stitches, a slip stitch, 3 chains and a half stitch. We are gonna do this until we finish a rug, where we start the heart, that is the return. Here we are gonna close with a slip stitch and we hide this thread well in the back of the heart. Don't forget liking and sharing the video. The diameter in measurement is 32 centimeters. If you want to need it bigger, just keep on increasing and until you have the desired size.